Hey everyone, welcome to another Meta Guide video. We are in the Catch Cup Little Edition, that is correct. So the Catch Cup Little Edition as well as the Catch Cup for the Open Great League are going to be eligible. So what is the Catch Cup? So when it comes to Catch Cup, only Pokemon caught during that season or hatched or traded for that season are going to be eligible. So for example, if you do trade for a Pokemon, you can use it, but that trainer that traded it to you had to have caught that season as well. So the season in question is going to be the season of Timeless Travels, right? So as long as you got it during that season, it is going to be eligible. And when it comes to the little edition, of course, 500 CP and below is going to be what you are going to be used. Now, for me personally, I've never been a fan of the Catch Cup. I don't hate any metas besides the Catch Cup, and you know, even RPS metas I'm totally fine with, because at the end of the day, they're trying new things. You know, they're just releasing new cups, and that's totally fine. And even if, you know, I may not be the biggest fan, I still enjoy it to an extent, but when it comes to the Catch Cup, it's not for me. And the reason for that is because I don't like the thought of investing in Pokemon that I already have built. For example, I have a rank 37 Skarmory built, and I also have a rank 3 Shadow Skarmory as well. And why would I want to invest in another Skarmory that's worse IVs, or even if it's better, like even if it's a rank like 2 or 1, like why would I want to invest in that just to participate in this meta? Now with that being said, if I wasn't Legend, I would invest in duplicates, I'm going to be honest with you, to try and get to Legend. But because I am, I'll just use whatever I have built, whatever I ended up building this season, I'll just use. And if I have nothing, I'll just use auto rec. I have things, but like, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Anyway, that's enough rambling from me. We're gonna go ahead and dive right into it. Maybe you're a fan of Catch Cups, and if you are, totally fine. Everybody has their own opinion. So for this meta, we're gonna be starting off with the S rank. Bronzor is going to dominate this meta. It does have answers, but Bronzor is just so good. It's good in the original Little Cup, right? And it's going to be good in this meta. I see Bronzor so often. Chances are you do have one. I do believe this one can get XL'd, but keep that in mind if you want like a really good ranked one. Bronzor is a good way to go. Why not another really strong Pokemon in this meta? It's just pretty tanky. I mean, for a 500 CP Pokemon, it has that counter. It doesn't have the best charge moves. I think, doesn't it only have Mirror Coat? I've never used a Why Not, but I want to say it only has Mirror Coat if I'm not mistaken. Next up we have, I could be mistaken though. let me know. I think it only has Mirror Coat though. I know Wobbuffet only does, unless if it's a purified one, it can get returned. And then we have Seal. Okay, Seal is really strong in a lot of Little Cups, and it's definitely going to be strong here. It could go with Ice Shot or Lick. I personally like Lick, but you can go either route. And then also it has Icy Wind to debuff your opponents. Really powerful Pokemon. Aqua Tail, really spammy. So just a great Pokemon. Lick, especially for that Bronzor matchup for sure. And yeah, a great Pokemon. Seal is definitely worth building if you don't have one built already. Because it is, as I said, it is eligible and for a lot of Little Cups. And whenever it is eligible, it's always on top. Galarian Zigzagoon is actually a really cool Pokemon. Now, this Pokemon was not around when the original Little Cup came out, and I'm talking about like season 5 or 4. I think it was season 5 actually. But this Pokemon is actually pretty good. So it just needs to stay away from counter users for the most part, like why not? But it's actually a pretty good Pokemon, pretty cool typing, and yeah, pretty spammy with that tackle. And it's just a pretty good Pokemon. All around. Volibee is another one, another dark type if you want to go that route. With Feint Attack, not the best move in the game, but Volibee is going to actually be really good this meta. Ducklet, another Pokemon definitely worth building because if you don't have one built already, because it's good for pretty much every little... If it's not eligible, it's not going to be used, obviously. But if it's eligible, it's going to be good for that specific Catch Cup. Or, no, not for the specific Catch Cup, excuse me. For the specific Little Cup. So it's going to be really good for any Little Cup it's eligible in. So definitely build a Ducklet if you don't have one built. Wing Attack got buffed. It was good before the Wing Attack buff a few seasons ago, but it's got even better because of that. Aerialace also got buffed. I think in the past I was using Brave Bird Bubble Beam, but now I think Aerialace, like it could be anything. You could go Bubble Beam, Brave Bird. You could go Brave Bird, Aerialace. You can go Aerialace, Bubble Beam. But I just love the leading Ducklet, and I love nuking with Brave Bird and then switching out. And then Gligar, of course. So Gligar is actually a really good Pokemon as well if you want to go ahead and go with a Gligar or a Shadow Gligar. Of course, we see this all the time in the Open Great League for sure. Moving on, at the A rank, we have Lickitung. Oh my gosh, a 500 CP Lickitung. You better believe it. It won't be as tanky as its Great League counterpart, but it's still going to be a pretty solid pick for this meta. We have Dino, a Dragon Breath user. We've seen Dino a lot. It does go down pretty fast. It can't take hits super well, but it's still, I mean, that Dragon Breath damage is crazy, so... And these are 500 CP Pokemon, so yeah, it may go down fast, but it's also going to take its Pokemon with it, its opponent with it, right? As long as it doesn't resist Dragon Breath. And then we have Woopa or Shadow Woopa and Barboach. We've seen these Pokemon in previous Little Cups since the Little Cup became a thing. Mudshot gets to the moves pretty fast. Mud Bomb, Ice Beam on the Barboach. I like these Pokemon, they're pretty spammy. Mud Bombs, right? Mud Shots, all that good stuff. Stunky, so Bite, Stunky, or Shadow Stunky. I love using the Shadow version. Love taking care of those Bronzors. So Stunky, definitely a really strong Pokemon. If you're looking for some nice, fast move, pressure, Stunky is definitely going to be a good way to go. Moving on to the B rank, we have a couple Mud Slap users. We have Cubone, as we can see, and then we also have Golett. So Mud Slap is going to do well against a decent amount of, I mean, it's going to do well against the Bronzor, which is really what you have to look out for. And then a couple other Pokemon, I guess. I mean, the Ponyard, the Stunky, but for the most part, you would use it, honestly, for the Bronzor. Yeah, and then Ponyard's a pretty good Pokemon as well. Gets to the moves pretty fast. Alolan Vulpix. I think could be used as well. And then I talked about Golett. Oh my gosh, Greavard. I love Greavard as a Pokemon. Ever since it was revealed, I remember when it was revealed for Scarlet and Violet. I love this Pokemon. This Pokemon is so cute. But it has Lick and Psychic Fangs, which is actually pretty good. So if you're looking for, I mean, Lick doing a lot of damage, we see it, right? Psychic Fangs debuffing, so really strong Pokemon, I think. And honestly, I did say I don't like investing Pokemon for the catch, for catch cups, but I don't have a Greavard built, so I actually might build one. Moving on to the other options, we do have Shelmet. So we've seen Shelmet in the past, excuse me. I do believe it has Infestation Body Slam, so pretty spammy. I think that's the moveset. We have a couple Dragon Breath uses similar to Dino. We have Frigibax and we have Dratini, so you could go, if you want to go double Dragon Breath, one of these. A couple of these dragons will be good. Driftbloom, I mean, think Driftbloom, right? Similar moveset. I don't know if this one gets Mystical Fire, actually. Maybe it doesn't, but I know it has Hex, Shadow Ball, Icy Wind. Let me know if it gets Mystical Fire. I'll actually look it up after the video. I'm not sure if they gave it Mystical Fire or not. I don't remember. But either way, a strong Pokemon. Riolu. So Riolu is interesting. I don't know how to get it below 500 CP. Do you need to trade with a low-level account to get it below 500 CP? You might actually have to. And if you do, you're not going to see a lot of this. Maybe you do. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you know. Because if you hatch it, it's above 500, right? Like if you, I think so. Unless if you're like a low-level account and then you trade for it. I think that might be the only way. If I'm wrong, again, let me know. It's possible I'm wrong, right? Maybe they released it another way. I could be totally wrong. But either way, it has counter. So, I mean, you know Lucario, right? I mean, Riolu's going to be pretty good if you happen to have one. Igglybuff. So Igglybuff is another good one, but it also has Body Slam, which is a legacy move. So you do have to Elite TM it. Is it worth it? I mean, that's up to you. I do think it's going to be a pretty good pick. Amora, of course, we've seen Amora a little bit in the past. I talked about Frigibax with the Dragon Breath. Vulpix, we've seen Vulpix as well. It has Ember, it has Quick Attack. I've loved using Vulpix in previous Little Cups. Then we have Fletchling, Chikorita, Skorupi I've also used quite a bit in previous Little Cups. Same with Onyx. I think this was good in the Jungle Cup, Little Jungle Cup, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it was another Little Cup, but I want to say Jungle Cup. But either way, that's going to be the Catch Cup Little Edition for you. Let's go ahead and move on to the solid team options. So, for the first team, I built a Bronzor in the lead. This Pokemon's going to be everywhere. By the way, I do like Tackle on it. If you're going Bronzor, I do really think Tackle is good over Confusion. And then we have Seal. And then we have Volibee. So Seal is definitely going to be a great safe swap. So I would recommend that safe swap as Seal. And then you have Volibee. I do think it's another pretty good pick. But you could replace it with another dog type like Galarian, Zigzagoon. But if you do Zigzagoon, you're going to be double weak to counter. Right? Keep that in mind. Volibee is not weak to counter because it's a flying and dog type. Next up we have the double Mud Boys. We have Woopa and Barboach with Ducklet in the lead. So Ducklet, I love going Brave Bird and then switching out because you have right, like if you depends on the lead to be fair, but like if you, a lot of times I've done this, go for Brave Bird. If they take it, they're gonna take a lot of damage. even against something that resists it, because this is the Little Cup and Brave Bird is a powerful move. So you can charge up the Brave Bird. You could bait if you want. If you don't want to switch out, you could bait with the Bubble Beam, or you can go straight Brave Bird. This is a triple water team, but the back line is going to resist electric, and then Ducklet is going to take neutral from grass. So it's not really too bad. Then we're going to move on to a double lick team with Greavard and Seal. I think both of these could honestly work as a safe swap, but I just loved Seal as a safe swap because of that Icy Wind debuff. And then we have a Mud Slap user. So this team pretty much doing well against the Bronzor. Because Mudslap with Cubone, I mean, I don't know how these specific matchups go, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Bronx is so tanky, it may even be able to take out some of these, for all I know. But, especially since, I mean, you know, yes, with Greavard, you are double resisting tackle, but Payback is going to do a tremendous amount to Greavard, so keep that in mind. But still, pretty solid team I might actually want to try. I mean, we'll see. I did say I don't want to build any Pokemon specifically for Catch Cups, so I might not be trying these teams, but I might as well. We'll see. If I don't have them built, like I don't have a Cubone built, I don't have a Greavard built, so maybe I will. Moving on, we have a double Dragon Breath team with Stunky in the lead. So the Dragon Breath, Bronxor is resisting Dragon Breath, right? And then we have Stunky with Bite. Now this team is going to significantly struggle against Charm users, but I was looking at the list and I haven't seen any Charm users. So if you happen to run into one, this team will get destroyed by it. But if you don't see one, I think this team could be pretty well. Of course, you could replace one of the back Dragon Breath users with that Dino. But because I had a Dark type in the lead, I decided not to have the Dino, even though they don't really share the same weaknesses, but still, you know, either way, because like Stunky obviously is also a poison type, so it's not weak to counter, right? But either way, could be a pretty good team. And then another team we have, I've seen this team in the original Little Cup. We have Ducklet, Wynot, and Bronzor. So again, Brave Bird and Dip, love to see it. I think both of those can work as a safe swap. Probably go with the Bronzor safe swap. So Brave Bird, switch into Bronzor, and maybe you'll lure out a counter. But either way, Bronzor getting ahead on energy is going to be really powerful. And then next up, we have another team. We have Gligar with Lickitung as a safe swap, and then Poignard. So the backline going to be weak to counter if you happen to battle a counter user, but Gligar is resisting counter. Anyway, that's going to be the Little Cup, the Catch Cup Little Edition. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.